Hi guys, how are you? Good evening everyone. I hope you people are doing well. So in today's lecture we're going to talk about the geomorphology, and in geomorphology we will going to talk about the landform formation. We see mountains, plateau, plains, lot many geographical relief which are formed over the surface of the earth. So we'll came to know about that what's the reason behind the formation of these particular geographical relief and what are the forces that are responsible for the formation of the geographical relief. Okay. In the starting, we all know in the starting of hi, how are you? Namaste, sir. How are you? Good evening, sir. So today we're going to know about the landform formation. The topic would be landform formation. So in starting, we came to know that when there was the formation of the earth was smooth surface. There was a smooth surface which was, this is the initially our surface was like this. Okay, initially the surface of the earth was like this, but due to some forces there is the formation of the mountains, the plateaus, the plains and the deep depression. So we have to know that, sir, what are the forces that are responsible for the formation of different structures over the surface of the surface of the earth. We'll came to know about these particular things in our upcoming classes. Now guys, before knowing this particular thing, we have to understand about a geographical term, and that particular geographical term is known as the geographical relief. So we have to understand that, sir, what do we understand by geographical relief? Okay, what do we people understand by geographical relief? When we talk about the definition of the geographical relief, so guys, it is defined as the difference between the maximum and the minimum altitude of previously defined area. It is nothing, it is the it is it is the maximum, it is defined as, or it is, just wait, it is defined as defined as the difference between the maximum and minimum altitude of previously defined area. Okay, so this is the definition of geographical relief. This is the technical definition that we see in the books. Now let me explain this thing in very simple words. So in you can find the geographical relief of a country, of a district, of a area, and of a world as a whole. Okay, you can find the geographical relief of any place. The only thing that you people need to know that what is the highest point of that particular area and what is the lowest point, the deepest point of that particular area. So we have to take the difference of that particular thing. Okay, okay, just good afternoon, army lover, how are you? Good afternoon. Okay, notes I have given you people. Notes are in the comment section. They are pinned in the comment box. You may download them from there only. There is a link in the comment section where you can go and download the notes from anywhere. Okay, so you can easily download the notes. Clear? Okay, come on. Let's talk about the thing. Now guys, if I say that sir, we have the mountain, here we have the plateau, here we have the plain, and sir, here we have the deepest depression. So the thing that if we have to find out the geographical relief of any place, let's say I'm saying you people to find out the geographical relief of Asia. So you know that the highest point in Asia is, what is the highest point in Asia? Sir, the highest point in Asia is the Mount Everest. Okay, the highest point in Asia is Mount Everest. The height of the Mount Everest is, sir, 8850 meters. 8850 meters. Remember guys, this is the surface. This is the surface. When we take the relief which is above the surface, like mountains or like plateaus, so we will consider them as a positive relief. When we consider anything which is at the height or which is at the highest point, then we will consider that particular thing as the positive relief. Okay, so this is the thing. So it is the positive relief. And when we consider the deepest point, that particular thing is considered as the negative relief. Okay, so the deepest point of Asia is Lake Baikal, which is present in Russia. Okay, and what's the depth? Its depth is around 2500 meters. Its depth is around 2500 meters, and we will consider it as a negative relief. This is the negative relief. So we have to take the difference of these particular things. If we have to find out the geographical relief, of Asia, then what we have to do? Sir, we have to take the difference between the highest and the lowest point. But here we will consider the sign also. So we will consider plus 8850 meters minus 2500. Why? Because this is the deepest point. We are taking this is the deepest point, that is the Lake Baikal, and Lake Baikal is below the surface. So that's why we are considering the negative points also. So are we good about these things? Now guys, now when we take these particular things, when we talk about these particular things, so what would be the geographical relief? when we open the bracket, I hope you people understand about the maths. It's 8850 plus 2500. So what would be the answer? 11350. Okay, 11350. 11350 meters. So it is the geographical relief of Asia. If I ask you people to find out the geographical relief of the world, could you able to find the geographical relief of the world? Obviously, sir. Sir, you will be able to find the geographical relief of the world. The highest point of the world is the Mount Everest. The highest point is the Mount Everest. This is the Everest. And the lowest point is the Lake Baikal. So and consider, many of you people will say, sir, we have Mariana Trench, we have Challenger trenches. So guys, trenches are the formation. Trenches are the that oceanic topography. Okay, we have to talk about the geomorphology. So we will not consider the trenches because trenches are formed below the water or below the ocean. We are only considering the things that are formed over the surface of the earth or that are formed over the peneplain. We are not considering the geographical structures which are formed below the surface, which are forming in the oceanic bed. Okay, so these are the things that we have to know. Now guys, after this particular thing, we know that we have to know that, sir, how the formation of, we have to know that how this was the peneplain, this was the peneplain. So what are the forces that have created the mountains, plateaus, plains, and if there is water inside them, then it will become the lake. So how these structures are formed? We have to talk about this particular thing in our today's particular section. So what are the forces that are responsible for the formation of these different structures? So guys, we have to talk about the forces, and remember, the description of natural forces was given by Sir Arthur Holmes. Okay, the detailed explanation about these forces was given by Sir Arthur Holmes. So we have to talk about the description of natural forces by Arthur Holmes. Okay, we have to talk about the description of natural forces by Sir Arthur Holmes. Now, when we talk about the description of the natural forces that was given by the Arthur Holmes, guys, Arthur Holmes has described these natural forces into the two different categories. We have the endogenic and exogenic forces. So we have the endogenic and the exogenic force. Endogenic force, and we have the exogenic force. Guys, when we talk about the endogenic force, these are the forces that originate below the surface of the earth. Endogenic forces. These are the forces that originates below the surface of the earth. This is the thing. Remember, these are the forces. These are the force that originate below the surface of the earth. Remember this thing. So these are the endogenic forces. Now guys, when we talk about the exogenic forces, so these are the force that originates over the surface of the earth. So they originate on the surface of the earth. These are the force that originates on the surface of the earth. Okay, so these are the forces that originate on the surface of the earth. Remember these things. So these are the categories. Now guys, now when we talk about the endogenic forces, remember guys, these endogenic forces are further categorized into two different groups. We have the diastrophic force and we have the sudden forces. So these endogenic forces are again categorized into two different groups or into the two different sections. What are those? Those are the diastrophic and the sudden forces. When we talk about the endogenic force, we have the two different categorization. We have the diastrophic force and we have the sudden forces. Now guys, for few minutes we will stick over the endogenic forces only. Now let me see the comments. No, when I say below the earth, it means it originates from the asthenosphere. I'm telling you, I'm coming to that particular point only. Okay, I'm coming to these particular points only. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. Now guys, when we talk about the diastrophic forces, remember one thing. Diastrophic forces are the continuous and weak forces. They are originating continuously below the surface. When I am saying below the surface, it means till asthenosphere. Okay, they are originating from asthenosphere. When I am saying the interior of the earth, okay, when I am saying below the surface, it means asthenosphere. So these diastrophic forces, they are very slow, but they are the continuous force. Remember this thing. They are very slow, very weak, but they are continuous, like turtle. Okay, you might be heard about the story of turtle and rabbit. So turtle is slow and steady, and rabbit is fast, but rabbit is not continuous in the race. Okay, he used to take the nap in between the race, so that's why he lost the race. Okay, now diastrophic forces. When we talk about the diastrophic force, so guys, diastrophic force, they are continuous and weak force. They are continuous and weak force, and they are originating continuously, and they are originating continuously below the surface of the earth. Okay, so these are the diastrophic force. So they are the diastrophic force. Guys, remember one thing. When we talk about diastrophic force, all the relief features that are formed due to the diastrophic force, they are the positive relief features. Okay, they are very slow, very slow. If I say in the diastrophic force that when human life is not sufficient to see the impact of these diastrophic force, they takes millions of years to exaggerate or to explain their that particular thing, to exaggerate their impact. Okay, so these are the things that we have to know. So are we good about these things? Now buddy, now just give me a minute, please. Okay, now one human life is not sufficient to see the impact of these diastrophic force. They take millions of years to show their impact. Now guys, these diastrophic forces are again divided. They are again divided on the basis of their direction. I guess you people know about the convection current that we had talked in our previous lectures. When we were talking about the movement of the that particular thing, when we were talking about the movement of the uh, plate tectonics, when we were talking about the continental drift, the force that was behind the continental drift was the convection currents. Okay, so what was the convection currents? So we have two different types of diastrophic forces. Okay, what are those? Those different type of diastrophic forces are like the eperiogenic force, and we have the orogenic force. We have the two different diastrophic forces. Eperiogenic and orogenic forces are there. RK, sir, please motivate. If you really want to be motivated, na, buddy, so just look towards your father. He's working very hard to see you successful, to make you successful. So motivation is a short time duration thing that's make you study for a 6 hour, 12 hour. But I don't believe in the local motivation or these type of things. Okay, consistency is everything. If you are consistent, then you will definitely crack the exam. If you are motivated, then you will then you will do study for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. If you are consistent, then you will study till you get the selection. Okay, so motivation is a short term duration. Remember this thing. Motivation is a short term enthusiasm or the duration that we get. Now, let's talk about the ring. Now, buddy, what are the aperiogenic and orogenic force? Suppose if we have different plates, if we have the different plate boundaries like this, sir, like this, if we have the two different plates boundaries like this, okay, let's say this is P1 and let's say this is P2. Here we have the presence of mantle plume out there. Here we have the presence of mantle plumes. Okay, from mantle plumes we have the formation of convection current. These convection currents are hitting the surface of the earth. They originate in the asthenosphere. Okay, their formation took place in the asthenosphere. They are originating in the asthenosphere, and again they move like this. They move parallel to the plate. When we talk about aperiogenic forces, aperiogenic forces are when these convection currents act perpendicular to the surface, when they are perpendicular to the surface. So they are the aperiogenic forces. And when we talk about the orogenic forces, when they are the parallel to the surface. So this force is the orogenic force. So remember one thing, positive relief formation is always due to the, not always, in maximum cases it is due to the aperiogenic force. Remember this is the important one. They are due to the aperiogenic force. Now guys, now let's talk about the sudden force. So are we good about these forces? Do let me know in the comment section so that I can move further. Please tell me that are we good about these forces or not. If you have any doubt, then do let me know in the comment box so I can resolve your doubts. Okay, so let's move towards the sudden force if we are good about this particular thing. So just let me know, please, everyone. Please let me know. Are we good about this or not? Please comment down and tell me. After this, let's talk about the sudden force. Guys, when we talk about the sudden force are the force that are random and they are the strong force. They are spontaneous force. They are random, spontaneous. Okay, they are the random force, spontaneous force. They are the random force, spontaneous force, and they are the strong force. Okay, so they are the random, spontaneous, and strong force. So what are the example? Guys, when we talk about the sudden forces are also known as natural hazards, and they are due to these sudden forces originates due to the crustal irregularities. They are also known as natural hazard. and they are due to the crustal irregularities. So remember this thing. This is the thing. Now, guys, a term is there, and that particular term is the natural hazard. When we talk about the natural hazard, what are the natural hazard? Natural hazard are like earthquake, volcanism, tsunami, and landslide. Okay, so natural hazard are the earthquake. They are the earthquake, volcanism, tsunami, landslides. So they are the natural hazards. Okay, now such as earthquake, tsunami, volcanism, earthquake, tsunami, volcanism, and landslide. So these are the now guys, when we talk about these particular natural hazard, we have the two different terms. What are those? We have natural hazard and natural disaster. Sir, what is the difference between natural hazard and natural disaster? Guys, when we talk about if a natural hazard causes the loss of life and property or both, then only it is known as natural disaster. If a natural hazard, write down, if a natural hazard causes the loss of life and property or both, then it is known as natural disaster. Natural disaster. And this particular thing is known as natural disaster. Okay, so these are the things. It means all natural disaster are the natural hazard, but all natural hazard is not the natural disaster. Remember this thing. This may be asked you in the examination. This could be asked in the examination. This is the important one, that all natural disaster is a natural hazard, but all natural hazard is not a natural disaster. If earthquake comes, it do not impact the human life and property, then it is simply a natural hazard. And if it do impact the human property and human life, then that particular earthquake is considered as the natural disaster. Okay, so these are the things. So are we good about this thing? Okay guys, and they are due to the crustal irregularities. Clear? So sudden forces are the things. Now after these sudden forces, after these particular sudden forces, we have to talk about the exogenic force. Okay, we have to know about, sir, what is the exogenic force? As you people know that exogenic force originates on the surface of the earth. And guys, remember, these exogenic forces are further categorized or further divided into two different groups. And what are those? When we talk about the exogenic forces, they are of the two different types. These exogenic forces are of two different types. What are those? They are the force of moving water and the force of moving wind. Remember one thing. Force of moving water, okay, and the force of moving wind. So this is the exogenic force. When we talk about the force of moving water, guys, this is technically known as hydrological force or hydraulic force. Okay, the you people might be know about the hydraulic brakes. So they are the hydrological force moving water. Technically, they are the hydrological force, and the force of moving wind is technically known as Eolin action. Guys, they both are the abrasive force, frictional force. Technically, they both are the abrasive force and they are responsible for the negative relief. If the rocks are soft, then there will be the erosion because they are doing the abrasion. They are removing the layer of the surface of the earth day by day, day by day. So one day there will be a deep depression. Okay. So they are responsible for the negative relief and they are technically known as the abrasive force. In combined, they are known as the abrasive force. Okay. So they are technically known as abrasive force. Clear? So are we good about these things? Do let me know in the comment section, guys, please, that are we good about these things or not. Please let me know. Okay. Now buddy, let's move forward. Now remember one thing. Landform formation is due to the endogenic and exogenic force. Remember one thing, that sir, landform formation is due to the endogenic force and exogenic. Guys, when we talk about the endogenic force, in endogenic force, which is responsible for the formation of the positive relief, that is the eperiogenic force. To be very specifically, so eperiogenic force is responsible for the positive relief formation. Which force? Eperiogenic. And you people know that sir, eperiogenic force is always perpendicular to the surface. Okay. And when we talk about the exogenic force, in exogenic force we have the abrasive force. And it is responsible for the what? It is responsible for the negative relief. So endogenic force is responsible for the negative relief formation. Now, let me give you the example. How, sir, this is possible? Let me give you the example. Sir, examples are right here in front of us. What are the examples? Let's say, sir, let's say we don't know. Guys, remember one thing. Sir, we don't know where the impact of endogenic or exogenic force is higher. This thing is very much it is not certain. Okay, we can't predict that exogenic force will act here or endogenic force will act here. So we can't predict this thing. Okay, these forces are everywhere. Suppose I am teaching in this particular studio, I don't know, some endogenic force, that is the eperiogenic force, is acting here. After a million of years we could see the formation of mountain. We don't know where you are sitting doing the where you are sitting and studying. You don't know, there would be the volcanic activity would be there happening below the surface of the earth. After a millions of years, it could, the volcano could erupt. We don't know, we don't know, sir, na. So this could be the scenario. Okay, this could be the thing. Now guys, now. If we have the surface, if we have the surface of the earth, let me divide this surface into some categories. This, and there. Now guys, abrasive forces everywhere. The abrasive force is acting over the surface everywhere. This is the abrasive forces that is acting over the surface. Okay, this is the abrasive force, because wind is universal, na. Wind is everywhere. We can't stop the wind. Wind is flowing everywhere over the surface of the earth. We can't stop the wind. Now guys, same thing is that the endogenic force is also acting over the surface everywhere. Everywhere we could see the impact of the endogenic forces. Okay, like this. We could see the impact of endogenic forces. But at what amount? Endogenic force might dominate at some places and exogenic force might dominate at some places. So if we see this particular condition, if in this particular part, this place, okay, in this particular place, if eperiogenic force in this particular place, if eperiogenic is much more than the abrasion, then here we will see the formation of positive relief. Positive relief will be there. Here we will see the formation of positive relief. Like here we will see the formation of mountains like this, because the endogenic force is dominating over the exogenic force. So here we will see the formation of the positive relief. Now guys, next condition, if we see that endogenic force, that endogenic and the exogenic or eperiogenic or abrasive is balanced, they both are acting in equal amount. So we will see which formation. If a periogenic is almost equals to the aberration, then here we will see the formation of the planes. Then here will be the formation of planes will be there. There will be no relief formation. Simple plane will be there. There will be no relief formation. No or negligible changes would be there. Here we will see the upliftments. Here will be the upliftment. Upliftment, and here will be no or negligible change. And if guys, if a periogenic force is less than the aberration, then what we will see? Then here we will see the formation of deep depression. Here will be the formation of degradation or the deep depression. Here we will see the formation of degradation. Okay, and this is the condition of the negative relief. So are we good about these particular things? Now guys, remember, upliftment and degradation, they both are due to the imbalance between periogenic and abrasive forces. There will be the development of geographical relief. This is due to the imbalance between degradation, upliftment and degradation. Just wait. Upliftment and degradation is due to the imbalance between the periogenic and abrasive or aberration. Okay, there then we will see the formation of geographical relief. Then we will see the formation of geographical relief. So are we good about these particular things, guys? Do let me know in the comment section. Again, everyone, come on buddy, please tell me that are we good about these things or not. RK, Singhdev, Dr. Kamal, Army Lover, everyone out there, please tell me that are we good about these things or not. Now, after, if we good about these things, if we are good about the forces, then we will continue the part 2 of this particular topic in our next class. So this is all for today. I hope you people enjoyed this lecture. So do let me know in the comment section. Okay, understood. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, now After this thing, we will talk about the relief features divided by Arthur Holmes in our next class. Okay. So this is all for today, guys. I hope you people enjoyed this lecture. Thanks a lot. Jai Hind. Thanks so much. Bye bye. And Jai Hind to all of you out there. Bye. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye, everyone. See you guys tomorrow.